Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Home and Gardening with Monique. And of course, today is another gardening video, and I will be attempting to fertilize my watermelons and cantaloupe, and also I have to do some pruning to my tomatoes and also some fertilizing to my tomatoes as well. And also just give you guys an update on how everything's doing in this very, very hot summer's heat. So stay tuned. I hope you guys can hear me. I have on my little neck fan that I ordered, or my husband ordered from Amazon. And my tomatoes here, they creeping on up. So, and I see that there is some yellowing leaves, and I will have to trim those yellowing leaves off and try to put some fertilizer in here. It looks like the production of the tomatoes are slowing down, and I hope that's not the case. So I'm going to hit them up with some fertilizer, and I hope that that may give them a boost to continue to grow as long as they can. So I'm going to go ahead and pick off the tomatoes that has blushed and the ones that are red, and we'll go from there. So let's see, getting this one, and I'm kind of disappointed my tomato plants didn't get as big as I expected them to get. So, and I never grew them in buckets before, so maybe having two tomato plants planted in a bucket together may not be the greatest idea next time when I try to grow tomatoes for the next season, because I know that they give off lots and lots of roots, and maybe that is the fight with them, is having the space inside the buckets for their roots to grow. So next year I'm going to try growing one tomato plant per bucket versus growing it two to one bucket. So I think I'll try that next. Look like we have a huge grasshopper friend here. So I'm going to continue to pick off the tomatoes, and then I'm going to get ready to prune them and fertilize, and I will bring you guys right back. Alright, so this is the first tomato plant that I'm going to try to prune, and I may be able to add a little bit more soil to kind of fill this in, because I can see the roots are kind of sticking up from there. So I'm gonna put the fertilizer, a layer of fertilizer in here, and then a layer of soil. And I like to check the soil to make sure that it's still moist, and it does have some moisture, but I'm gonna give it some more water. So I'm gonna just prune these and help these to continue to trellis up this cane pole with some yarn, and that'll be about it. So all of these yellowing, damaged leaves, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, just get those cut. And I know I don't have the right type of tool. I had some gardening shears, but I misplaced them, so I'm using some regular scissors to cut off these yellowing branches. If you all are gardening, how are y'all taking this heat? Because this has been a terrible, very hot summer that I had to experience. Even in the morning time, it's like 80 degrees early in the morning, so it's really no escaping. But I'll take the early morning 80 degrees without the sun than 80 degrees with the sun out. And this one right here just flopping, but I'm gonna have to get some string and just put it back up. I'm trying to keep these tomato plants producing for me as long as they can, because my goal was I was trying to have enough tomatoes to some to can, some to make some homemade tomato sauce for if I make like spaghetti or, you know, whatever I may need tomato sauce for. So I'm going to take some string and I'm going to try to get this trellised up this cane pole, and I will bring you guys right back. Alright, so I have trellised this tomato plant to go up the pole with some yarn. So now it's time to put some fertilizer in here. So I went to Lowe's this morning and I'm going to try this fertilizer here, and it says it's good for citrus, apples, peaches, all nut trees, all fruit trees, all berries, avocado, grapes, and all vines. So, but I also bought some bone meal as well, and I'm just going to, for extra soil, I'm just going to add on top some compost and manure to like kind of fill in the bucket to the top as much as I can. So let's see. Alright, so this is how it looks. Kind of looks kind of grainy. I'm just gonna add in maybe a small shovel amount and just sprinkle that on top. Then I would take some, what is you doing? Ooh, you can't eat that. Then I'm gonna take some bone meal and spread it over in here as well. And this is Smokey, the yelping, talkative kitty cat. Alright, so I'm going to get this bone meal open and I'm going to add it into the soil as well. So I have the bone meal and I'm going to sprinkle that in there as well. And I'm going to like kind of work that in the soil. Try not to damage the tomato roots or anything. And that's it. I'm just gonna add in some compost and manure, and that'll be it. And also get this watered in. Alright, so I'm finally finished with trellising up the tomatoes, and I trellised them up, going up the cane poles, and I also fertilized each bucket with fertilizer. So now I'm going to give these some water and move on to the next thing that I have to do. Alright, so I'm inside of the cantaloupe and watermelon garden bed here, and I'm going to find like where I planted the main stem, and I'm going to try to put some fertilizer inside of that stem, because I think it just makes sense to put the fertilizer where the plant initially first started from, which is, this is one of the main vines of the cantaloupe plant. So I'm just gonna carefully dig around it. Trying to be careful not to dig into the root. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's that right there. And I'm trying to get as close to the root as I can so that I can put some fertilizer in there. Now, I never fertilize watermelon or cantaloupe plants, but I figured maybe if I get the fertilizer close to the main source of it, then you know, maybe it'll help feed nutrients out to the rest of the vines that it's lining out to. So I'm gonna grab a handful of the fruit and tree fertilizer, and I'm gonna grab a handful of bone meal, and I believe that'll be that, and just cover it back up as if nothing happened. And when the sun goes down, then I will turn on my sprinklers so that I can get everything watered. It's a little bit too hot for me to do that right now because I don't want my plants to experience any sun scald. So that's that. So I'm going to find the other main vines where I started the plant from, and I'm gonna get them fertilized as well. This is the actual my actual watermelon patches here, and my cantaloupe patches in there. So I fertilized all the main vine points of the cantaloupe. So now I'm over here on the other side to fertilize the main stem for some of my watermelons. So I have about 6 that I have to fertilize. So I'm gonna just be careful and try to get as close as I can to the root, but without disturbing it too much. Alright, so that's how the stem looks. I just wanted to get as far down as I could, and I'm just going to grab a handful of fertilizer, and I'm just going to sprinkle it right in the hole along with some blood meal. Bone meal. And cover it back up. So I'm going to do the rest, and that will be that. And this is a sugar baby vine. Alright y'all, so I have the watermelon and cantaloupe all has been fertilized, and also my tomato plants have been fertilized as well. I'm going to go in the house now because it's burning up out here, and I don't want to cause any health issues with myself. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my sprinkler on so that my plants can get some water. And I do have more gardening chores that I have to do. They might not be able to get done today, but I will definitely bring you guys back on the next video for the rest of my gardening chores. I hope you guys have a very blessed and great day, and I thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. You guys have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again on the next video. God bless.